you introduced me to the acting abilities of Erykah Badu.
Very special woman.
Erykah Badu in this movie is so funny.
Yeah.
And unexpected. And when she comes down the stairs chanting, but it's really just her song lyrics, if you're an Erykah Badu fan, you hear it right away. You're like, oh, this is genius.
It's just... Well, okay, that music that you're hearing when she first comes down the stairs, by the way, that's like me screaming. Yeah, that was like, I was like, it was like, there's so much layered crazy shit in there. But it's every kind of tribal sound you can possibly, we could muster in our little bit of time with our little bit of resources that we had. And I mean, to the point where it was like me, like that, like that's how the music resources were on this movie. But having her there was incredible. Like her mind is something special. Yeah. Talk about like, maybe that's one I'd want to go inside of. Maybe listening to her, like, because although it could be too crazy, like I don't know. She's just so full of love and excitement, and she's so creative. Like it's like she lives to create. And so creating this character and being in the movie was just another piece of her creation. And when we were casting the role, there was a list of kind of the usual suspects that you might see for sort of this character part. And both Taraji and James Lopez, one of the producers of the movie, said, please look at Erykah Badu's Instagram account. Yes. And I did, and I was like, what the fuck? So I said, sure, let me talk to her. So the crazy story is, like, I thought I was just doing like a Skype meeting with her. And I was already in Atlanta prepping the movie, and I was only a few weeks away from shooting, and we still hadn't cast the part. And I opened my computer in my office to have this meeting with Erykah Badu, a person who I was so excited to meet. That's not a person I ever imagined myself meeting, And her image pops up on the Skype, and she was basically this, sitting like, again, like there was like sitars in the background, and like I was like, what? I'm assuming she's in her house, but like, and we sort of had some idle like small talk for a second, as much as one does. And she said, well, shall we audition now? And I was like, audition? Like, I didn't know we were going to actually read the scenes. Like, I wasn't even prepared for that. So I said, oh, sure, of course. And she's like, okay. And then we sat there, and I was waiting for something to happen, and I guess she was too. So after a minute, I went, action? Like, I didn't know. And she leaned forward to start doing the audition, but she didn't realize the camera was so close, so she leaned so far forward. All I saw was her neck. Her entire audition was her chin and her neck. And I heard the scene going on, and suddenly, like, her lip would sort of bob into the shot. And I didn't have the heart, because she was so in it, to say, like, I can't see your face. Like, I don't know what I'm looking at right now other than Erykah Badu's neck. Anyway, she finished, and I was like, that was amazing. Let's do it one more time. Why don't you sit back into this one and let me see it like that? And she did it again. And I just emailed everybody afterwards, and I just said, please, can we just cast her? It's too good. It's too good. And then it turned out to be too good.